If you could pick only one ETF to buy and hold forever, which one would it be? Many investors want a simple, reliable option they can set and forget. In this video, we'll break down what makes an ETF truly great for long-term investing, compare top contenders, and reveal my pick for the best all-in-one ETF for your portfolio. If you're new to this channel, my name is Steve, and on this channel, we focus on making money in the stock market, whether it's picking top ETFs, finding undervalued stocks, or sharing practical investing tips. If you're ready to build your portfolio, you're in the right place. Finding the perfect ETF isn't about guessing or picking one at random. We need clear criteria to guide our decision. First, let's rule out what we don't want. A single best ETF won't be sector specific. We need to avoid ETFs focused solely on banking, healthcare, real estate, technology, or any other single industry. While these funds can deliver strong returns when their sectors are thriving, they lack diversification. If that sector crashes, your entire portfolio takes a hit. For a single ETF portfolio, that's too risky. Another type of ETF we can eliminate from our contention are covered call ETFs like QYLD and JEPQ. While these ETFs generate income through options, they often come at the cost of long-term growth. In strong bull markets, they typically lag behind traditional buy and hold strategies, making them a poor choice for a long-term set it and forget it investment. Now that we've covered what to avoid, let's focus on what we need. A perfect one-and-done ETF must have diversification, providing exposure to multiple sectors and companies. It also must have a strong record of at least 10 years of solid performance and a low expense ratio, keeping costs low to maximize growth. The first type of ETF that meets our criteria are broad market ETFs, which give you exposure to hundreds or even thousands of companies across different sectors and geographies. The most popular are S&P 500 ETFs like VU or IVV, which are focused on the 500 largest US companies, offering a solid mix of growth and stability. The S&P 500 has returned about 13.5% annually over the past 10 years, and these funds have very low expense ratios of 0.03%. Next, we have total US stock market ETFs like VTI or ITOT. These offer massive diversification covering the entire US market, including small, mid, and large cap stocks. Total US stock market ETFs have returned about 12.5% annually over the past 10 years and also have very low expense ratios of 0.03%. Next, in the broad market ETF category, we have world market ETFs like VT or ACWI, providing exposure to both US and international markets, including developed and emerging economies. These funds have returned about 8.5% annually over the past 10 years, and they have a slightly higher expense ratio, but offer massive global diversification. Each of these broad market ETFs offers a balance of diversification and risk, making them strong contenders for a one-fund portfolio. Check out this slide showing additional broad market ETF options you might want to consider. Now that we've explored broad market ETFs with their wide-ranging diversification, let's shift gears. What if you're someone who prioritizes steady income alongside growth? That's where dividend ETFs come in. These funds focus on companies that consistently share their profits with investors through dividends, providing a steady income stream. These ETFs are built with stocks from established companies known for their reliable payouts. They appeal to investors seeking income along with potential for growth. Funds like SCHD, the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, focus on high-quality dividend payers with strong financials, while the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF includes companies that have consistently increased their dividends over time. SCHD, for example, currently has a dividend yield of around 3.5% and has consistently raised its dividend and provided stock price appreciation over the past 10 years, making it a strong contender for a one ETF portfolio. But we'll see how it holds up against the competition later in the video. Here are some strong dividend ETF options. Dividend ETFs offer stability and income, but what if your goal is rapid growth and high returns? That's where growth ETFs come in. These funds target companies with the potential for significant expansion, making them appealing for investors looking to maximize their portfolio's growth over time. These ETFs often include technology, consumer discretionary, and innovative industries with high potential for expansion. Some examples include the Vanguard Growth ETF, which holds large cap US companies like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, known for innovation and scalability. The Invesco QQQ Trust, which tracks the NASDAQ 100, is also heavy in tech giants, making it a go-to for tech enthusiasts. And the iShares Russell 1000 Growth ETF, which offers a broad mix of large and mid-cap growth companies across various sectors. Growth ETFs are built to capture fast-growing companies, often reinvesting profits into expansion rather than paying dividends. They appeal to investors willing to accept short-term volatility for long-term capital appreciation. Here are some great growth ETFs for you to consider. All three of these categories offer attractive options for a one ETF set it and forget it portfolio. So how do we decide? Let's compare these ETFs head-to-head using a 0 to 5 rating scale across key categories, with 0 being no value and 5 being the top score, representing outstanding performance in that category. Starting with broad market ETFs, for diversification, they earned a perfect score with exposure to multiple sectors and thousands of companies providing extensive market coverage. Future return potential, they scored a 4 with consistent long-term growth and solid return potential. A 3 for income potential based on a moderate dividend yield from a diverse range of companies, and another 5 for expense, with broad market ETFs like VU and BTI having some of the lowest fees in the industry. And last, we scored risk at 3. Their diversification lowers volatility, but they are still subject to market fluctuations. Let's see how the dividend-focused ETFs scored. For diversification, we gave them a 3 as they are focused on high dividend sectors, resulting in moderate diversification. For future return potential, also a 3. Steady but slower returns with gains driven by reinvested dividends. Income potential, they got a 5, the highest score, for outstanding yields from high dividend paying companies in these funds. An expense ratio, also a 4. They generally have low fees, though slightly higher than the broad market ETFs. And for risk, also a 4. Sector concentration raises risk, but it's balanced by consistent dividend payouts. These types of funds usually do better in market downturns than broad market and growth ETFs. Moving on to growth ETFs, for diversification, we gave them a 2. Narrow exposure to growth sectors, especially tech and innovation. Future return potential of 5. Highest return potential from fast-growing companies, which is what makes these ETFs so exciting. Income potential as 0. Minimal or no dividend payouts as companies in this category reinvest earnings for more growth. Expense ratio, we gave them a 4, with moderate fees reflecting active management or sector-specific focus, and risk a 2, due to high volatility due to dependence on market trends and sector performance. Based on this analysis, broad market ETFs emerge as the best choice for a one-fund portfolio, offering superior diversification, a strong track record, and low fees. However, let's narrow it down further. ETFs tracking the S&P 500 stand out as the ultimate option for a one-fund solution. Here's why. They provide the highest exposure to 500 of the most powerful U.S. companies, many of which are global leaders driving technological breakthroughs, advancing healthcare, and shaping the future with innovation. S&P 500 ETFs also offer international diversification through U.S. companies with global operations, ensuring your investment captures worldwide growth within a single fund. Plus, they combine unmatched liquidity with rock-solid reliability, making them easy to buy and sell at any time. With their unique blend of diversification, long-term performance, and affordability, and exposure to world-changing companies, S&P 500 ETFs like VU are hard to beat. For investors seeking a simple, powerful, and long-term solution, the S&P 500 is the clear winner. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Thank you so much for watching, and check out this video right here showcasing how Warren Buffett's advice can be applied to investing in 2025. Take care, and I'll see you next time.